guys, what's up? It's Rachel back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a video where I talk about all the products that I think you just need. These are products that I have been grabbing for a lot, I've been using constantly, and I've just been going through my collection and seeing things that I really do love and generally just want to use that make me happy using. Other than that, I don't think I have any updates in this video except I am a little self-tanned. I use a little self-tanner all over my body, and if you see blotchy hands, that is why, especially right here, and I don't know how to get it off, so I'm just letting it do whatever it wants to for now. Also, if you are new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you would like, you can go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and you can also hit the bell below so you're notified every time I upload a video. But other than that, let's go ahead and get started with the products. I feel like I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes to talk about, so we will go ahead and go through those pretty quickly. The first one I want to talk about is the Natasha Denona Sunset Palette. This is what it looks like. Guys, I know that the price tag is really hefty on this, but if you are a warm toned eyeshadow lover, you definitely need this palette. When you open it up, you have a pretty selection of shimmers, mattes, and metallics. You have everything you need, and these colors just look absolutely gorgeous. I'm a big believer in Natasha Denona's formula. I feel like you're definitely paying for the quality. This is probably my favorite shadow formula ever when it comes to eyeshadows in general. I just love her formula. I always feel like I need every palette that she releases because of me loving the formula so well. These colors are amazing, and especially for the summertime, these are perfect. Just really bronzy, really gold, really warm tone. I love this palette, and if you have not tried Natasha Denona shadows, I would highly suggest picking up this one to start off with. But with that being said, if you do not want to pay the $129, I understand that, and she recently came out with the Sunrise palettes, and this is what it looks like. This is something that I definitely wanted to mention in this video as well. You need this palette along with the other one. This is what it looks like on the inside. You have a pretty selection of warm tone shadows, and it has some pretty unique shades in here as well. Just very pretty for the summer. You have this orangey shade that looks like a creamsicle. I love this shade. You have these purples over here, this plums, just very, very pretty. They have these pink tones to them as well. I just love the colors that they picked in here. I feel like they all go really nice together, and the formula is the same as in her big palettes. This is a little bit smaller size-wise, but the shadows look like your average size eyeshadows. She just made the packaging smaller and less colors so you could get more of a decent price. I would definitely suggest trying this one out because of the price, and the quality is the same, and this is one that I think you need. I feel like it's gorgeous, and I have been using this palette a ton. Again, this is the Sunrise palette from Natasha Denona. Now, the next palettes that I have to talk about are newer. They're not that newer to me. I have been playing with them a lot, and I did put them in a haul video. This is the Jawbreaker palette from Jeffree Star. First of all, I love the packaging on this. Very, very pretty. Guys, the quality on these shadows are so smooth and so easy to blend. This is what it looks like. This is the mirror on the back. I just folded it over. Absolutely gorgeous. These shimmer metallic shades are just so soft to the touch and so blinding. Some of these I like to use as highlighters for the face. Very pretty shades to like highlight your brow bone and your inner corners. Very pretty mattes, and you have some pastel mattes in here, and something that's very cool about it is they actually show up really, really well. And pastels are kind of hard to make because they can be chalky. They don't want to show up very well, but these are really nice, and the metallic shades are awesome in here. This shade right here called Cotton Candy, I have used it all over the lid, and I absolutely love it. These mattes are very beautiful. These coral peachy shades in here are very pretty for the summer. This one down here, and then where's it at? This one right here. Very pretty for the summer. Just an overall good palette with a lot of colors in here. You have a good variety to do a lot of different looks. I feel like this was a very good summer palette, and I just love it. I don't have anything negative to say about it. This was my first Jeffree Star palette along with the next palette that I'm about to talk about, and I highly recommend it. I feel like you will not be disappointed. This is a must-have. You need this palette, especially for the summertime. I love it. Like I said before, the next one I'm going to mention is also from Jeffree Star. This is the Mini Breaker palette. This is what the packaging looks like. I do have the boxes up here. I will not throw the boxes away because I feel like they're very pretty. But when you open it up, this is what you're working with here. This matte shade right here called Orange Crush has glitter throughout it, and when you swatch it, you really can see the glitter. A lot of times when they do that, you can't see the glitter in it. A lot of times the brands come out with shadows that are matte and have that glitter in it. You can't really see the glitter, so it's just aesthetic aesthetically pleasing, so it doesn't really show up on your eyes, but this really does, and I love the way that it looks perfect for the summer. These purples right here, I hope they're translating good on camera because these are absolutely beautiful. This right here and this, they look so nice, and I just love the way that they look. I feel like it's a perfect summer palette. You have a lot of purples and like pinky shades going on in here, so if you're into those colors, you will not be disappointed. And I feel like you have really nice transition shades as well. This shade right here called Double Scoop, I have never seen a shade like that. I feel like it's really unique, along with this Orange Crush, just pretty much all this. I've never seen a shade like this or this. Now these I have, but this purple's really nice, the formula on it, and overall I just love it, and I feel like it's a definite must-have. The next palette I have to talk about is a palette that I talk about all the time here on my channel, and this is from NARS, and this is the Wanted palette. This has made it in many favorites videos. I've talked about this all the time. I have recommended this all the time. This palette is still up for sale, and it retails for $60. This has one of the most unique formulas that I have ever tried. The colors are just so elegant. The glitters have a very different formula as well, and they just blend so well, and I feel like they picked the perfect colors for this palette. You can do a lot with it, and it just comes out really elegant. That's the only word I can think to describe it. This is what it looks like. They do have a second version of this as well, and I do have it, and I really do love it. But this one really calls to me. I go for this one all the time. I feel like it's gorgeous, and it's a must-have. I feel like a lot of people don't really talk about this, and when I worked at Ulta and it came out, a lot of people wasn't really buying it, but I love it, and I feel like it's a must-have. It just has really nice quality, and it deserves a lot more hype. The next palette I have here to talk about is a recent one that I have picked up, and I did mention it in a few, maybe a couple videos. I don't know, maybe just one, but this is the Lion King palette. This is with Sir John and Luminous. That's the brand name, Luminous. Sir John is Beyonce's makeup artist. They came out with a full collection based on the Lion King, and this is what the eyeshadow palette looks like. I love this palette. I love the quality of it. I love the colors in it. I have made some really pretty looks with this palette. I feel like the collection is hyped up, but I don't really see a lot of people talking about this other than your big influencers. So this is what the palette looks like. I have been using the crap out of this shade. I love the mattes in here. This metallic shade is absolutely gorgeous. They picked out the perfect mattes in here. Everything that you need to create any look. You could literally use all of these mattes and then just pop on one of the metallic shades, any one here, and you definitely have a look. It's one of those palettes you don't really have to think about. You kind of just know what to do when you look at it, and I personally love that. If I see a palette that I'm kind of overwhelmed with, it doesn't make me want to buy it. One that comes to mind when I think of that is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Alyssa Edwards palette. That one intimidated me, and I didn't really know what to do with it, but I bought it, I used it, and if you want to see like what I thought on that, go check out my product reviews video. It is up on my channel, and it wasn't too long ago, but I love this palette, and I feel like if you're going to pick up something from the collection, I would definitely go with the eyeshadow palette and the lipsticks. I really do love the lipsticks as well. They're just kind of hard to apply, but the color payoff and the formula is perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about a highlighter, well, a highlighting palette. I don't have any single highlighters to talk about in this video, but the one that I'm going to mention is from MAC, and this is the Hyper Real Glow palette. That's all it says, so I don't know if there's a certain name other than that, but this is what the packaging looks like. I know that they do have a few variations of this palette, but the one that I have looks like this. I have used the crap out of this. This is a perfect summer palette, and the formula on this is so smooth and so pigmented. It looks very nice on the skin. It just kind of melts into your skin. I love the way this looks. I like to use this as a brow bone highlight and the inner corner highlight as well. And just a face highlighter, what it's meant for. It works really well, and it's definitely been my favorite. I have been grabbing for this a ton, and I highly recommend it. I know a lot of people has been finding this at TJ Maxx and Marshalls for a discounted price, but I would highly recommend it. Again, they do have a few different variations, so if this doesn't match your skin tone, you will find one that matches. I know they have a gold one, they have a peach one, they have one that's more fun. It has like pinky purple highlights in it, but this one is my absolute favorite, especially that middle shade. It's like rosy. They just work really nice, and I like to mix them all together as well. The next products I want to talk about are blushes, and I actually do have a lot of blushes to talk about. I have been grabbing for a ton, but the first one I'm going to mention is from MAC, and this is one of their mineralized blushes in the shade Like Me, Love Me. And this is a true peach shade. This is very pretty. It's glowy kind of, so it gives you like a glow without putting highlighter on. I really do enjoy this. I love the formula of these mineralized blushes, and this is the only shade that I have, but I definitely want to check out some more. I'm very into peachy corally shades. You need this blush. I absolutely love it. If you are somebody that you like peachy blushes, then this is it. The next blush I have to talk about is from Buxom, and this is one of their Wanderlust Primer Infused Blushes in the shade Mykonos. This is very popular. This is like their peachy shade, and it does have like glitter in it. It looks very pretty on the skin. I do love this formula. This is what it looks like, and again, I'm all about those peachy corally shades, and I have been grabbing for this a ton. If you're somebody that you love peachy corally blushes and you wanted to try one of the Buxom ones, I would definitely go with the shade Mykonos. This is a very popular shade, and this whole blush line was pretty popular when they come out, so I love this, and I feel like you definitely need this shade. The next blush that I have to talk about is actually considered a highlighter, but a lot of people that talk about it use it as a blush. This is from Catrice, and this is one of their 3D Glow highlighters in the shade Pinch of Rose, and this is what it looks like. This is so smooth. This feels like high-end quality, and it's like $6 or something. This is what it looks like on the inside. You can tell I've definitely used it. We're going to go ahead and swatch it for you on camera. This is what it looks like. It's insane. And then I'm going to go ahead, look at that. I hope you can see that. It's very intense and just very pretty on the skin. I like to use this as a blush instead of a highlighter. On a highlighter, I don't think that would look too good because it's really pigmented, but it's very glowy and it looks really pretty as a blush on the skin. And for $6, you can't beat it. This is high-end quality, guys, and I feel like you definitely need this. The next blush I wanted to mention is not really one in particular. I just wanted to give these blushes a little shout out because I have been using them. These are the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blushes, and this is what mine looks like. I just picked this shade up, but I'm actually wearing a Tarte blush right now in the shade Epic. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, and it's a corally blush. I really do love it, and I just wanted to mention Tarte blushes because I really have been using them and enjoying them. And if you are new to makeup, I feel like you can't go wrong with a Tarte blush. And the last blush product that I have to talk about is from Milani, and this is the Luminoso Glow Palette. This is what it looks like. I have talked about this a lot here on my channel. I feel like you can't beat it for the price. This, again, is high-end quality, and it's drugstore price. This is what it looks like on the inside. You can do so much with this palette. So you have blush toppers, you have true blushes, you have highlighters, and you have shades that you can put in your inner corners and your brow bone. This works for a lot of different skin tones because a lot of these aren't really so light. So if you do have a deeper skin tone, I feel like this would work really nice for you. Again, you can't really go wrong with the price, and this is just very high quality. I'm going to swatch some for you guys. I have swatched this before on camera, but I can't get over feeling this. It's so smooth to the touch. And here's what a few of the shades look like. I mean, they are very glowy. I don't think you're going to be able to tell on my arm. They're just very, very pigmented. They're very pretty, and I highly recommend this. You will not be disappointed. This is actually something fun. Like if you're getting a little bored with makeup and you feel like everything's been done, everything's the same, and you want something that just makes you feel inspired again, I would definitely check this out. The next thing I want to talk about is lip products. I actually do have a lot of lip products to talk about as well. The first one I'm going to mention is from Dominique Cosmetics. We actually received this in a BoxyCharm not too long ago, and this is one of her lip glosses in the shade Peach Tea. I use this all the time. This has become one of my favorite lip gloss formulas, if not my favorite, tied with Buxom lip glosses. I love the way those feel as well. I just love this. I love the way it looks. It really does plump my lips, but it gives me the perfect amount of pigment, and they're just really glossy, and it's very comfortable on the lips. It's probably one of the most comfortable glosses that I have ever tried, and it makes me want to try some more in this line. So again, this is from Dominique Cosmetics in the shade Peach Tea, and if you have not tried it, you will not be disappointed. The next product I want to mention is something that I'm wearing on my lips today, and this is the NARS Orgasm. This is like their lip tint, like a glossy balm, and this is what the packaging looks like. I love this so much that I actually have a backup of this, and I saw recently, maybe it wasn't too long ago, that they come out with a clear one, but this one has more of like that orgasm tint shade that we all know and love. It's like that peachy with some gold in it. It has that shimmer in it. This is what it looks like when you roll it up just a bit so you can see the color. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this. And this is good to just throw in your purse and carry with you all day. I really do love this, and I highly recommend it if you haven't tried it. It feels really nice on the lips, and it's very comfortable. Again, this one gives that tint, so you will kindly see it, and it does have that pretty shimmer in it. Very gorgeous. But if you're somebody that you're not into that, they do have the clear one. The next lip products that I want to talk about are from Stila, and I talk about Stila liquid lipsticks all the time here on my channel. And these are their Stila Stay All Day liquid lipsticks. These are so comfortable on the lips. The shades that I have to talk about are BACI. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but I use this all the time. It's like a pinky purple mauve. It's very cool toned as well. It looks very nice in the fall time. It looks very nice in the summertime. And if you're somebody that you're doing like just barely any makeup, it looks very nice. And I do have the shade here called Fia to talk about. I love this. This is an everyday color. This is a very true nude. It does have a little bit of brown in it, but I have been grabbing for these a lot. I do have a full size Stila and I have a few more minis, and I feel like this is my favorite formula of liquid lipstick. It's just very comfortable, very pigmented, and it's not going to dry on you and crack on you throughout the day. So I just love these, and this is definitely my favorite formula. And if you have not tried these, you definitely need to. The next lip product that I have to talk about is from Too Faced, and this is one of their melted mattes. I'm pretty sad because I actually broke this, and this is my favorite shade from Too Faced, and this is called Sugar Cookie. And I was actually wanting to ask you guys, do you know if they still make this, or was this just limited edition for the holidays? This is seriously my favorite shade, and I use it all the time, so I know that I'm going to run out of it here pretty soon. But this is what it looks like. It's the prettiest shade of nude, and it really does go well with my complexion. So please let me know if you do, if this color is limited edition or if this is a permanent shade. But I know this packaging and everything was just for the holidays, which makes me think that this is a limited edition color. But I have been using this all the time. I just love it. It's my favorite shade, and this formula is very comfortable for me. It doesn't crack. It just looks really nice. The last product that I also have to talk about is from Too Faced, and this is one of their, I'm not really sure what these are called, but these have been out for so long, you guys. The shade that I have to talk about is called Naked Dolly, and this is just a mini size, but I will get through this very quickly because I do grab for this a lot. This is what it looks like. It's just a pretty pinky nude shade, and it's very pigmented, but it's glossy at the same time, which is something that I don't really find in a lot of products. I feel like this is pretty unique. I'm going to give you guys a swatch so you can see what I'm talking about. It's very pigmented and it's very glossy. That was a horrible swatch. You can't really tell. Let's do it right here. There we go. You can definitely see what I'm talking about. It's very opaque, but it's very glossy. So I love this, and I highly recommend it if you haven't tried it. And I will probably go through this pretty fast since it is a little size. Now, the last product that I have to talk about in general, something that I've been really excited about, and everybody else that I tell it to, nobody really cares, but this is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation with SPF 50 in it. Now, this to me is like a tinted moisturizer, so it's not really heavy on the skin. I've seen a lot about this before. This is an older product, and I remember when I'd watch TV, it would all the time be on TV like they were trying to sell IT Cosmetics, and I'd always see like they would apply it with their hands and they would just roll it like this, and it would cover up the most insane like rashes and rosacea, and I always didn't believe in it because my mom used it and it never really worked for her. So I ended up finding this. My mom actually had some of this and she didn't really use it, so I took it just to try it one day because honestly I didn't want to wear makeup, but I didn't want to go out the house without anything on my face. So I tried this out and I applied it the way that the woman applied it, just with her fingertips, and it looks so good. I'm wearing it right now. And since I've discovered this product, I haven't really been grabbing for my foundation, especially since it's so hot outside during the summertime, and it's just, I don't want to wear a lot of makeup. I really don't want to wear any at all. So I have been grabbing for this, and ever since I used it, I haven't been grabbing for foundation. I've just been using this because it's just so easy. It's so fast. I don't have to go through with blending. I just pretty much just use my hands and it blends right in. So I love this. I feel like this is a hidden gem for me. I haven't really, like, I never did believe in it, and a lot of people really were coming into Ulta when I worked there, and they were getting this product, and I didn't really think anything of it, but this has become a staple in my collection, and I feel like I will use this all the time. I have been using it all the time, but it's going to be hard for me to actually go back to foundation after discovering this. It just gives me a full coverage. It covers everything that I need, and I don't really, like, I don't have to go through with blending. I just go like this, and it's on in less than 5 minutes. So if you haven't tried this and you're like me and you've always just used like foundations and stuff, I would definitely try this because this has become a staple in my collection. But other than that, that is everything that I have to talk about in this video. These are all the products that I feel like you need and you need to try. But other than that, I just want to thank you guys so much for being here and commenting and liking and subscribing. It honestly means the world to me, and don't think that you go unnoticed because I truly see it and I truly do appreciate it. But other than that, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.